I did ecstasy once and I got married.
You don't stay married to somebody or be with somebody for 4 to 5 years and it's just based off of you getting high off of ecstasy. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Kim, did your first husband, Damon, abuse you? Did he beat you up? So Kim, did your first husband used to beat you up?
And I've been very responsible in not talking about what that marriage was or what it meant to me.
Once upon a time, Kim Kardashian married a powerful music producer. She was 19 at the time and he was 10 years older. After they married, this man, Damon Thomas, controlled Kim's life. He made her quit her job and turned her against her family. Then he physically harmed her and told her that she needed plastic surgery, which he ended up paying for. This relationship is extremely toxic, so let's get into it. We've got to talk about Kim Kardashian's secret marriage. This was her first marriage to a man named Damon Thomas, and he was supposedly abusive to Kim and encouraged her to get plastic surgery. If you guys don't know who Damon Thomas is, honestly, I didn't know who he was either, but he's a music producer, and it seems like he's pretty successful at what he does. He's a big player in the music industry. Kim has always liked powerful people, but at the age of 19, she married this man, Damon Thomas. So she was super young when she married him, and the reason why we know about their relationship is because we've got the divorce papers. They were filed in 2003, and Damon is said to have punched Kim and paid for her to get plastic surgery. Kim was reportedly subjected to violence, and her music producer husband, who was 10 years older than her, controlled her every move. So when Kim and Damon got married, she was working at a clothing store called Body. Kim was a sales girl, and she had been working at that store ever since she was 16 years old. Damon and I married in January 2000. In March 2000, Damon told me to quit my job. He said that he did not want me to have contact with my old boyfriends who would be able to reach me at the clothing store. He said he wanted to know where I was at all times, therefore I had to quit my job.
I can't picture you being like a wild child.
Really?
Can you?
No, but I heard stories about you.
Like what?
I can't say it.
Like what?
I've heard
You
some
could
stuff.
say. I've never
You went to
done-
Disney and you were all high or something.
Oh,
Six
yeah.
Flags or.
Yeah, I didn't know you got high.
I got married on ecstasy.
So Kim has had her moments, and supposedly she married this man in Vegas when she was on ecstasy.
I had no idea.
No, the first time. I did ecstasy once and I got married. I did it again. I made a sex tape. Like everything bad would happen.
Just can't believe that was you.
I still can do crazy things.
Okay,
Sure.
prove it.
Kim has had a past, but to be honest, I was really shocked looking at these divorce papers because I didn't realize how bad her first relationship was. Damon wanted his wife to be perfect and supposedly forced Kim to go under plastic surgery and paid thousands of dollars towards it. Damon paid about $4,000 for Kim to have liposuction and then about $1,000 on additional procedures. We all know that Kim Kardashian has had her fair share of surgery, so this isn't the worst thing, but maybe this is the man who put it into her mind that she needs to have all of this work and to continue having surgery. Shout out to Lori Hill because I love her videos. She's a good friend, so definitely go and check out her videos, especially her videos about Kim. But this article from 2010 is titled, "He Punched Me in the Face and Told Me I Needed Liposuction. Kim Kardashian's Marriage from Hell Revealed for the First Time." So Damon didn't want Kim going anywhere. Damon liked me to stay at home. He preferred that I was there at all times so I would be available to him. He wanted me to prepare his meals when he arrived home. He'd often arrive home at 4:30 a.m. and expected me to make a meal for him at that hour. Damon told me not to leave the house unless I told him first and where I was going. Sometimes Damon wouldn't allow me to leave. So right off the bat, I can tell that Damon Thomas is incredibly insecure. He didn't want her to go anywhere because he was so worried about her old boyfriends or guys hitting on her. Keep in mind that she's 19 at this point, so it's a lot that he's asking for. Quote, "He would not allow me to go out to dinner with friends I've known since I was a child. If Damon were not home, I was required to call him and ask for permission to leave the house." So this relationship is giving me bad vibes. And like I read from the court documents, he acted like he was king of the castle, and he expected Kim to be there making his food and be ready at 4:30 in the morning for his arrival. But the most messed up part of this relationship is the fact that he got physical with Kim. Kim. Damon first hit me a few months after we married. I weighed about 107 pounds and I'm 5'3". Damon is 5'10" and weighs about 175 pounds. One incident occurred on the day that Damon and I were going skydiving with Justin Timberlake. Before we left our home, Damon hit me in the face and cut my lip open. I fell into the bed frame and banged my knee hard. I was limping when we went skydiving. So clearly that's not okay at all. And I wonder if Justin Timberlake noticed that her lip was busted and that she was limping. And when we learn about these allegations publicly, the press are so nasty to Kim, following her around, asking her if her boyfriend had beat her up.
For your salons on TV.
I'm gonna warn you right now.
Kim,
How's Ronaldo doing?
Kim, did your first husband Damon abuse you? Did he beat you up?
Those clips get me so angry because they're so insensitive to Kim, who had gone through a really abusive relationship and doesn't need to be yelled at by paparazzi asking whether she was beat up or not.
So Kim, did your first husband used to beat you up? Damon?
So the paparazzi are so wrong for that. I mean, the paparazzi, they usually are wrong. But let's talk about another physical incident. So they were at Kim's mother's house, Chris's house, when Thomas became suspicious about who she was paging. Quote, he became enraged and punched me in the face. My face was bruised and swollen as a result. Quote, I thought about calling the police, but I was afraid and decided not to do so. Which I wonder if she came to Chris in that moment. Chris seems like a very protective mother, so I feel like if they were at Chris's home and she saw that or saw her face all swollen, she would have like stepped in or stopped it. Here's another incident. So after we separated, I called Damon, asked if I could return to our residence to collect my toiletries and personal items. He said that I could not be present when my belongings were being moved from the house by professional movers, but I could return the night before to pick up a few personal items. Therefore, I did. I went to the bathroom to remove my toiletries. Damon screamed that I should get out of his bathroom immediately. He came at me and slammed me against the closet wall. He held me against the wall with his hands around my neck and threatened to choke me. He then took one hand and punched the wall right next to my head. He then grabbed me by my hair and told me to get out. He put one hand against my back and pushed me up the stairs. At the top of the stairs, he threw me across the room and I hit my head against the floor. I got up and ran out of the house. I was frightened. There were also a few other incidents where Damon grabbed my arm so hard that he left bruises. So clearly this man has problems. And honestly, I don't think that Kim would be making up these different incidents. They sound very detailed. They even sound like Kim. Like, this is how Kim talks. But she was in a tough situation. I mean, this man is super powerful, working with people like Lionel Richie and Pink. He forced Kim to quit her job and college and poisoned her mind against her own family. So we already know that Damon was trying to keep Kim away from her friends, but he was also trying to turn Kim on her family. Damon's controlling behavior included trying to turn Kim against her family. She claims that he would not allow her to spend time with her family and friends. He would start arguments at family gatherings and tried to convince her that her mother and sisters were evil, which maybe they are. But this next part is so messed up. He allegedly showed naked pictures of one of Kim's sisters to her father, branding the siblings whores, and constantly wanted to know where Kim was. It seems like every person who's involved in a relationship with a Kardashian ends up loving their family, so it's weird to see that Damon had such a bad experience. But he pretty much claims that Kim is lying about everything. Damon has always maintained his innocence and accused Kim of lying about the abuse. The music producer claims that Kim made up these allegations and revealed that he was actually the one to file for divorce. He claimed that Kim was cheating on him during their marriage, which ultimately led to the divorce. I mean, she was 19 and he was 10 years older than her, which I don't condone cheating, but I can see why she wanted to go and live a little because he was so controlling. But he spoke to In Touch magazine claiming that his ex Kim is obsessed with fame. He added, she can't write or sing or dance, so she does harmful things in order to validate herself in the media. That's a fame whore to me. He loves to throw away that W word. Like, I really don't like that.
That doesn't make any sense at all. So I think that's a very irresponsible thing to say, given our children go to the same school.
The music producer, who eloped in Las Vegas with Kim when she was 19 and he was 29, is talking about this 2018 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Kim hasn't really brought up their relationship, but when they were filming that episode and she brought up their marriage and the ecstasy, he decided to respond.
You don't stay married to somebody or be with somebody for 4 to 5 years and it's just based off of you getting high off of ecstasy. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense at all.
The songwriter also thinks Kim should take their families into consideration when she talks about the marriage.
I think it's unfair to make those kind of blanket statements because we have kids, I have children. My kid goes to the same school her kid goes to. So imagine him when he has to deal with that at school. I think that she should be more responsible with those statements because there's a lot more to that subject and those things. And I've been very responsible in not talking about what that marriage was or what it meant to me.
Still, at the end of the day, Damon has nothing but nice words to say about her.
So Damon is again claiming that Kim is lying and that it's all BS and that his kids are going to hear this and it's very damaging to him. But she could have gone on and on about these other allegations and she didn't. And to be honest, I kind of believe Kim. Their marriage was officially dissolved in February 2004 and he had to pay Kim a one-off payment of $56,000. I don't know if this is like a prenup situation or what, but I feel like if he was innocent, then why would he have to pay her anything? I was really taken back reading those court documents because Kimberly has been through so much and she's so strong for going through this and being so successful. But thank you guys for sending me this video idea. Here's my email if you have any other ideas for me, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Comment below, do you believe that Kim was harmed by this man, or do you believe that Damon Thomas just, is innocent and that she's just a fame-hungry whore? But until next time, I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.